There's this strange feeling you can't shake. It shows up right after you watch an inspiring video, or after you journal about your dreams, or during a long walk when your mind drifts into daydreams of building something massive, something bold, something unforgettable. And then you sit back down, you open your laptop, you open your journal, and you do nothing. You scroll, you snack, you stall. Meanwhile, the dreams you just imagined, the ones that felt so alive, start fading like smoke. You feel bad. You feel stuck. You feel like you're wasting your life. And quietly, that voice creeps in. Why am I like this? You're not alone. This video is for you. For the ones who feel like they're wasting their potential. For the ones who know they could do something great, but can't seem to start. You are not lazy. You are ambitious with no system. And today, we're going to change that. Section 1. Why you feel stuck. People think ambition and laziness are opposites. They're wrong. The reality? They often show up in the same people. Ambition is vision. Laziness. What you call laziness is the emotional aftermath when vision meets overwhelm. Your mind sprints ahead, imagining the finished product, the book on the shelf, the successful business, the perfect body, the life-changing YouTube channel. But your body? It freezes. It stalls. Because starting means risking failure, and failure feels like death to your ego. That's the clash inside you. Big dreams, heavy fear, zero systems to handle the pressure. And so, you escape. You scroll TikTok, you clean your kitchen, you plan the perfect plan again. Anything to avoid the terror of trying and falling short. Section 2. It's not a willpower problem. Listen to me carefully. This isn't a willpower problem. It's a wiring problem. Your brain is designed to avoid pain. Full stop. And pain isn't just physical injury. It's emotional risk too. Uncertainty, rejection, vulnerability, the possibility of falling flat. When your brain senses those risks, it treats them like threats. It shuts you down. You're not lazy. You're scared. And if you failed before, or even almost failed, your brain remembers. It throws up an emotional firewall the second you get close to real work. Here's the paradox. The more you care, the more pressure you feel, and the more frozen you become. Not because you don't want it, because you want it so badly it terrifies you. Section 3. The guilt spiral. And then comes the guilt. The guilt is a monster. It starts whispering, you're wasting your potential. Other people are grinding harder. You're falling behind. At first, you try to argue with it. You make new plans. You buy new apps. You promise yourself, tomorrow I'll be better. But tomorrow comes. And the pressure is even worse. Now, it's not just about today's task. It's about who you are. You don't just think, I didn't finish my project. You think, I'm a failure. I'm broken. I'm weak. And that shame, it makes the task feel 10 times heavier. So you avoid it again. You scroll. You binge. You overthink. And the spiral tightens around you. Section 4. How to break free. Here's the good news. You don't need more punishment. You don't need more pressure. You need compassion. You need permission. You need small wins. Tiny steps are how you break the guilt spiral. Not huge, perfect days. Not 10-hour hustle grinds. Tiny moves. Open the file. Write one messy line. Stretch for 30 seconds. Stand up and drink water. Each tiny action whispers to your nervous system, you're safe. You're not broken. You can move forward. And every time you do, the guilt shrinks, the fear softens, the self-trust grows. Momentum isn't built by willpower. It's built by trust. Section 5. Rebuilding self-trust. Confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations into the mirror. Confidence comes from self-trust. Self-trust says, even if I'm tired, I'll try. Even if I'm scared, I'll show up. Even if I fail, I'll be proud that I moved. And the more you show up, not perfectly, not dramatically, just honestly, the more you prove that old fearful voice wrong. Every time you act, no matter how small, you leave evidence behind. Evidence that says, I can trust myself again. Section 6. Reframing effort and failure. You have to rewire the way you see effort. Instead of thinking, if I fail, I'm a loser. Think, if I try, I'm becoming stronger. Instead of fearing the outcome, Celebrate the attempt. Every time you try something scary, every time you stretch, you make the next try easier. You're training your nervous system. Risk is survivable. Effort is strength. Section 7. Quick tools when you're stuck. Here's a few exercises that can break emotional resistance in minutes. Two-tone voice trick. Say your inner critic's words out loud, but in a ridiculous voice, like Mickey Mouse or a pirate. Break the seriousness. Break the spell. Future email. Write a short email from your future self. Hey, I'm so glad you started. It wasn't perfect, but it changed everything. 1-minute voice note. Record yourself saying, I feel ... but I want ... Turn fog into clarity. Mirror affirmation. Stand in front of the mirror. Say, I'm not lazy, I'm scared. And that's okay. I'm still showing up. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. You are not lazy. You are protecting something precious. You are ambitious, and that ambition matters. It scares you because it's real. Because it means something. You don't need to become a productivity robot. You don't need to hate yourself into progress. You just need to start. Messy, scared, small, but start. Because someday soon, you'll look back at this moment, this tiny, wobbly, awkward start, and realize it was the moment everything changed.